Yo, what's up, guys? How are you doing? We are live, and let's find some bets for tomorrow. So I'm going to keep this live stream brief. I apologize if you tried to join the previous live stream. I forgot to start it, so hopefully let me double check this time. Yeah, we're live. What's up, guys? Hopefully everyone's having a good night. But let's see. Let's find some bets for tomorrow. It seemed like there was a pretty good amount of value on PrizePicks. So maybe we start out on PrizePicks. People want to start out on PrizePicks. How does that sound? We can look at PrizePicks, Underdog Fantasy. I'll try to keep this live stream pretty tight, but wow. So you can see too, like lines are already coming out for Colorado State, Texas. UVA got fucking slapped tonight. So Colorado State, what are they opening up against Texas? So man, we are going to ride a lot of college guys the next few days. So when is the Texas game? So they're actually only small underdogs, plus 140 money line for Colorado State. But anyways, let's see if we can find some plays on PrizePicks. Let's build a nice little slip. And damn, they're bumping everything. But let's see what we have here. And let's start out on PrizePicks. So the first play we have is Jonathan over, 1 3-pointer. So where is this play? To make a 3-pointer, Kuminga to make a 3. So he's gone over 3 out of the past 5 games. But again, obviously every game is different. So really what we want to look at, the basis for kind of making our bets. And let's kind of get rid of esports for a second. Let's see if we can get some college basketball. Let's see if we can get some college players in our slip. But again, like on PrizePicks, pretty simple strategy for anyone new. They give you the same payout if you take a guy to go over or under. So like this guy, over, under, whatever, you get the same payout, 3x. So the reason we want to take, Kuminga's over, and fuck, I accidentally X'd it out, is all the books have his over heavily favored. So you kind of take a look here. You just follow the data points in the market. FanDuel, DraftKings, all these books have slightly different lines from one another, slightly different models, whatever. They're taking different bets, all that sort of stuff. But they all have his over heavily favored, so that's the play we want to be on. But then let's see what else we can find on PrizePicks, since it seems like there's some good value on PrizePicks right now. Damn. So we have some different options. So some early plays for Colorado State, Texas. Hopefully you guys are, good to ride some college kids. But we got Clifford under 8.5 rebounds. That's option 1. And then option number 2 is we have Joel Scott under 6.5 rebounds. So, obviously we don't want to really probably include them in the same. We don't want to include them in the same slip. They're on the same team, so they kind of like compete for rebounds in a way. But if you just go ahead and if we take a look, dude, I fucking love March Madness. This is going to be a crazy next few weeks. But if you take a look at, Clifford, like FanDuel's opening his line 8.5, but they have the under heavily favored. All these other books are opening his line at 7.5. And then, let's get ballsy here. We do have some MLB plays. Let's take a look. We got our boy Kim to record a base. So all the books have his over heavily favored. So if you take a look at Kim, you don't have as many books posting odds. This game, I think it's in Korea. It's in Seoul. But all the books have his over heavily favored. So it's like, okay, that seems like a good play to go with for our third pick. So we now have 3 picks. It looks like the most random slip of all time. I say that in a lot of live streams, but this one definitely does. So let's just kind of see what else is available. Because it looks like there's a shit ton of esports line discrepancies. And again, esports is great because first of all, college basketball kind of winding down. But what's nice about esports, especially on PrizePicks and Underdog, is there's just there's hundreds of games a day. It's actually insane. So there's a lot of surface area for the books to cover and, a lot of opportunity for them to screw up. So let's see what we have. Let's see if we can find something good. So let's actually focus on esports and let's kind of finish out building this slip real quickly. How's everyone's night going? Soul is so lit. DJ is here. What's up, DJ? Hey. My riding college days are behind me. Well, you'll have to put on the hat of riding college kids for the next few days. But let's see what we have here. What do we want to go with? Dude, there's just a lot of options. Sometimes I get decision paralysis, but let's see what we got right here. So we have a CS2 play. And again, I follow a very data-driven approach, pretty simple. You know, if you take a look at this guy's line, and the reason you want to play like, you know, 3-pick entries on PrizePicks, they only give you a 5x payout. You know, on Underdog Fantasy, this was just a test slip. I didn't mean to actually bet it, but whatever. But on Underdog, you're getting 100 to win 600, so you're getting a 6x payout. So PrizePicks, long story short, they offer pretty shitty payouts for 3-pick entries, so you wouldn't want to run these first 3 in a 3-pick. But if you take a look at Latto's line, not to be confused with Lizzo, every other book opens her 30.5, 31.5, 28.5. So like the way I kind of think as a sports bettor is like, okay, you know, we have 6 total data points in the market. It's not like the NBA where you have, you know, quite literally hundreds of sports books. Like there's probably already, how many? 223 sports books already posting NBA lines for tomorrow. But Underdog, they have the line at 30.5. Hot Streak has the line at 28.5, with the under actually a little bit juiced. They have the under as a bit more likely. So it's pretty clear, just kind of looking at the data points in the market, like, okay, there's value on the under. So that's the play we want to go with. And then we just kind of need a final pick that we can roll with. So let's see what we have here, because we have some different options. So what do we want to roll with? What do people think? So we have another esports line discrepancy. Fuck it. Maybe we just send 2 CS2 plays. We don't even think about League of Legends for now. Then we'll go to Underdog Fantasy. And again, PrizePicks is not that impactful in terms of my profit and loss. They're only giving me $5 fucking a slip. Max bet size, but whatever. Let me put this link in the chat for whoever wants to tail. And this can be our first play. Here you go. Here's the play, and here's the play. Dabble. Someone's saying dabble. We got Mia Khalifa in the Twitch chat. What's up, girl? How's porn? But let's see what we have on Fliff. So I already have some bets open on Fliff. Some of these are still available, like Arizona minus 26.5. I hit that on the live stream, I guess, a couple days ago. Actually, what's really nice about Fliff is I don't even know why they did this, but yesterday's live stream, we hit over 126.5 in Colorado State, Virginia. You may have noticed that they ended up grading this bet as a push. They just voided it, you know, right after we bet it, like a couple hours after. I have no idea why they voided it, but obviously that ended up working out because UVA sucks ass and they couldn't score at all. But long story short, like Arizona minus 26.5, if you're feeling ballsy, these books have a ton of alternate spreads, so you can actually just see here, if we go to the Arizona game, Arizona's fucking elite. Obviously, you know, that's a huge spread to cover. You can see their regular point spread is 20.5, but all these books, you know, they try to offer as much shit as possible to bet. So they're offering all these alternate point spreads, and sometimes you'll notice like, yo, there's actually better value in some of these alternate lines. So you can see like Arizona minus 26.5. You're only getting plus 180, plus 170 on the other books. So that's a good play on Fliff. It's still available, but I already hit it on the previous live stream. So I'm just kind of going to skip it over. But if you weren't on the previous live stream, that play seems halfway decent. And then we got another one. We got Colgate Baylor over 145 half. So maybe we lock in one quick Fliff play. So like, okay, I'm already on Arizona spreads. I don't really want to take more Arizona spreads. But if we go over to Colgate Baylor, it seems like there's solid value on one of the alternates. Because again, all these books try to offer alternate spreads, and sometimes they're just offering better value on the alternates as opposed to the main lines. So let's go to the Baylor game real quickly. Dude, we're going to have so many bets for March Madness. You have no idea how many college dudes we are about to ride over the next few days. But we have over 146 half. No, what were we looking at? What was the play? Over 145 half at plus 200. So we got another juicy one that we can lock in, just kind of a play with value. So let's go ahead. I hit it. And again, like all my plays, so I just locked that in for Colgate Baylor. All my plays are tracked on, you know, Pickett. Obviously, PrizePicks, they don't, you know, give me much of a max bet size, so it doesn't really impact my main, you know, my profit and loss or whatever. Compared to like, you know, FanDuel. Hammered Colorado State today. I gave that out on Twitter. Obviously that worked out because UVA's fucking ass, bro. But anyways, let's go back here to Fliff. And we got over 145 half in Colgate versus Baylor. So I'm just going to add that to the little tracking sheet I have. So this is on Fliff. So we hit that shit, and then we got our PrizePicks play. Oh, shit. Did I put the link in the chat? Let me make sure I put the link in the chat. If I forgot, I apologize. Here's the play. Here's the play. What do you want to fuck Mia Khalifa? Bro, I can't deal with questions like this. But no. But anyways, we got Clifford under 8.5 rebounds. We got Kuminga to make a 3. Over half of a 3. We got Kim over half of a base, so that game actually starts soon. We got Latto under 32, and then we got No Way under 28. People tailing this, let's fucking go. Dude, I mean, yeah, I mean, this is the type of slip that will keep you up all night. Baseball starting at 3, esports starting at 5, 8, and then we got, college basketball. College basketball for Thursday. But if those are the plays with value, I mean, that's kind of what I'm going to lock in. Like, you can see there's like Duke first half money line. I mean, whatever. Like, there's some other plays with value, but really nothing to kind of write home about. I mean, NC State plus 10.5, minus 240. FanDuel has this all the way down at minus 310. I mean, if you want to throw it into a little parlay or something, I mean, doesn't seem like a horrible idea. But, like, again, FanDuel has this at minus 310. Like, odds mean probabilities. So FanDuel's telling you through their odds, they have this at minus 310. Granted, they have a lot of juice in their market. I mean, a lot of juice. They have 75-cent spread. But if you remove the VIG, the juice from their market, that tells you, hey, the fair line would be minus 250. We're getting minus 240. If you like NC State, I mean, that's the best line available. Fuck it, dude. I mean, honestly, let's just lock it in. Sometimes there's good value at, we bet a lot of underdogs on these streams and a lot of parlays. Underdog Fantasy, you can only play multi-pick entries. It's not like you can just play straights. But fuck it. Maybe we lock in NC State as well. I mean, why not? Let's just get going, boys. It's March Madness. We're going to make money. Not every bet's going to win, but I promise. Maybe I don't promise. But hopefully we have a good March Madness. So let's take a look right here. What do we have? We got Texas Tech plus 10.5 against NC State. NC State looks good too. So let's go ahead. Let's lock it in. This play has value. FanDuel has this all the way down at minus 310. So again, like, why do these books have different odds? It's like, whatever. They're taking different bets in the market and kind of stuff like that. They have different models. FanDuel's a $10 billion company, though. They're pretty fucking good at setting lines. The fact that they're offering much worse odds, minus 310, and we're getting 70 cents better, minus 240 on Fliff, like, that's good information for us to have as we go about, kind of whatever, finding our bets. But let's see here. So let's get rid of esports again for a second. And let's see what else we have. What else do we want to lock in? Maybe we do another PrizePicks slip. So let's see what we have right here. Shit, man. Gary Trent. Honestly, like, Gary Trent, we actually had him in a parlay recently. The second leg ended up losing. But if you take a look at Trent, I mean, like, you want to see discrepancies. Like, I want to see discrepancies. I want to see, like, where are these sports books fucking up? They also have a promo on Caitlin Clark, so if you didn't bet that, make sure to bet that. Also, Sleeper has a promo. This game's about to start, but if you use Sleeper, little plug for Sleeper, is they have a promo right now, Glasnow. They have a strikeout line at 0.5 strikeouts. I mean, where's strikeouts? I don't even see pitcher strikeouts. Oh, here it is. So you can see his line is 6, so obviously 0.5 on Sleeper is basically a free win. So you could find something to pair that with, but we already paired it with Benchero last night on last night's stream. And then does Better have a promo? No, they don't have shit right now. So whatever. Let's take a look here. Let's do another PrizePicks slip. Then let's go over to Underdog. We kind of cleared out Fliff, at least for now. So we got the over 145 half in Colgate versus Baylor. And let's see what else there is. So, again, like I say this in every stream, but I don't like wake up and know what I'm going to bet. I think people who do that are very, misinformed. Just because you don't know where the value is going to be, right? Like, sports betting is about getting an edge, trying to win long term, and you just don't know, like, which book is going to be fucking up lines. Where's the value going to be? So, unsurprisingly, Texas-Colorado State just ended. So we didn't know if Texas was going to be playing UVA or Colorado State. So books are starting to post lines, and you can see like when they first post lines for an upcoming game, in this case, we just found out, okay, Colorado State's playing Texas. Books are starting to post odds. There's a lot of discrepancies. So on Underdog, they have Dylan Mitchell's rebound line at 5.5. FanDuel, $10 billion company, really good at setting lines. They have him at 6.5 with the over favored or the over juiced, -138 favorite on the over. So it's like, okay, that play is obviously a no-brainer. That's a slam. That's a fucking bet we want to be on, but we need some things to pair with it. So let's see. And we'll see if we can find some pairs, but maybe slim pickings right now. Maybe a little bit of slim pickings. I mean, I'm sure NBA lines. There's a ton of NBA lines games tomorrow. How many games do we have? NBA games. Anyways, I'll look at the chat in a sec. Sorry if you think I'm ignoring you. I'm not trying to ignore you. I just also know people want bets and get antsy if I just fuck around and talk. So I don't want to spend too much time wasted. So we have 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, fuck, man. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 8 NBA games tomorrow, which is good because we only had 5 today. So let's see what we have here on Underdog. Any attractive plays showing up? Hunter Dickinson, under 33.5 PRAs. I mean, let's kind of take a look at this. So obviously, like, we're doing a lot of college on this live stream. It's March Madness, so that kind of makes sense. But I'm not, like, in love with that play. But let's see what else we have on Underdog Fantasy. Sometimes there's some good, like, tennis bets that are kind of hidden, stuff like that. So we'll just have to see if we get lucky. So, like, one option is Bradley Beal, over 3.5 first quarter points. I mean, I really do like this college basketball play. Fuck, bro. We actually have some other plays showing up. Dude, we are rolling. So, Underdog Fantasy, I mean, they kind of bump around. So, what were we looking at? Under 29.5 PRAs. So, let's see what we have. They already bumped him down to 28.5. Anyways, we got Bradley Beal over 3.5 first quarter total points. You can see here, like, all the books have his over heavily favored. Maybe that's a good pick that we want to go with. But there actually were some decent plays that I wanted to look at as well, kind of on PrizePicks. So let's get rid of the NBA for a sec, since I think before I started the stream, I saw some tennis play. Yeah, so, like, this play seems solid, right? Like, again, what kind of sucks about tennis is just you don't have as many data points. You don't have as many books posting lines. But we want to go here. We want to take Trent's under. Again, I just quite simply let the market tell me what to bet. Where is their value? Especially for the NBA. For the NBA, like, you have hundreds of books posting lines. You have a really good sense of what is the fair line. Where should the line be set? What should the odds be? There's hundreds of millions of dollars bet on the NBA every month. These books are pretty fucking good at pricing. And most importantly, they have access to flow, right? They see where action is coming in, and they can adjust odds accordingly. That's line movement. Pinnacles, like, they're constantly moving around their odds. All these books have the over 20.5 favored, so that's the play we want to be on. So we now have 2 picks to start this stream. Shit, man. So we got 2 picks to start this stream, and we just need to keep rolling. So Kelly Olynyk, this guy has been ass, bro. I mean, he was the most popular player on PrizePicks a couple days ago. But let's check out our boy Kelly Olynyk. People like fading him tomorrow under 13.5 RAs. Bro, he's been ass recently. So we have under 13.5 RAs. Checks out from a value perspective. You can kind of see here, FanDuel, these sportsbooks have already moved odds. The market has moved towards his under. So that's one option. If you don't like it, I don't know. Do we like it? Do we not like it? We could sit here and debate all night long. Here's a decent play on FanDuel. Kawhi over 2.5 threes. FanDuel, lines are just coming out. That's what's awesome about sports betting. These lines are just coming out. And sometimes, like, the early value, there's a lot of opportunity. But anyways, let's shut the fuck up for a second and let's build this slip. So we have Chet over 14.5 points. So let's get rid of the Olynyk play. I don't like it as much as this Chet play. So we have Chet over 14.5 points. You can see FanDuel, like, again, every play you go with ideally has an edge. Every single bet you can point to that you ever bet and are like, yo, this is why this bet is good. FanDuel has this bet at 15.5. They have a line at 15.5 with the over favored. So it's like, okay, We now have our second play with value, or third play, I apologize, but we got to find some other picks we want to go with. So it's like, we're already on Kim a couple times. So maybe what we'll do is we'll go over to like Esports. And if you're just tuning in, we have this on PrizePicks so far. And then we have a play on Fliff, Colgate Baylor. Sleeper has a promo. Don't forget to bet it. But anyways, we have 2 bets on Fliff. 1 plus money banger. And then we also have kind of a bankroll builder, whatever you want to call it. Like, you know, hopefully just an easy win. NC State plus 10.5. And then we got Colgate Baylor over 145.5. And I hit both of these. You know, Fliff has a max bet size of 250. All these sports books, it's kind of fucking annoying, but they determine your max bet size. You know, you don't. They tell you how much you can bet. But let's keep building this slip. So let's go back here to PrizePicks. So we have 3 picks, all with solid value, but now we want to find some other things to go with. So again, I kind of like skip over these ones where there's only a couple data points. Like ideally, you know, we see multiple data points all telling us the same thing. Dude, some of these esports teams have insane names. So you look at like this guy's line, League of Legends. Let's go here. And let's take a look at our boy Owner. So let's see what we got right here on Owner. You know, PrizePicks opens his line at 6. All the other books 5.5. Hot Streak is opening his line, first of all, lower, but they also have the under as a huge favorite, minus 227. So the under is a big favorite as well, under 5.5, and we're getting his line at 6. They have the line, first of all, lower, and the under heavily juiced or favored. So that play seems really attractive. But what did I want to say? So it's like, okay, we already took this Lotto play in the previous live stream. And what else did we take? We took Lotto and then we took No Way. Those were our 2 esports picks. So we're going to have more fucking esports picks. So if you don't like esports, you know, I'm going to be playing esports. So we have Lotto. We have Phelps under 32.5. That seems like a decent option. Or we actually have this guy under 32.5. Phelps actually, I think we had him. Yeah, we had him in a slip. Dude, Pierre Brooks, fucking ass of a player. I mean, also Butler, if you watch that game was a joke. I think it was an offensive foul with like, I don't know. If you watch the end of that game, it's just embarrassing. But we have under 32.5 here. So we got all sorts of leagues in this slip. If we wanted to get ballsy, or if you want to get ballsy, you could throw in the baseball pick on Kim, make this a fucking 6 flex. Then you got MLB, you got League of Legends, tennis, NBA, you got everything. But you can see here, PrizePicks, you know, clearly has this line too high relative to the rest of the market. So let's lock it in. And let me remember to put the link in the chat quickly this time, just before anything gets bumped. So let's go here and let me put it in the chat. So completely new picks. Obviously, if you're like in love with any of the previous picks, Trump. Oh shit. Dumbo and Lotto are negatively correlated. Oh yeah. So I don't have them in the same slip. But anyways, here's the second slip, what I ended up going with. You want to be careful if you're betting, you know, League of Legends players, or sorry, on the same team. For League of Legends, it's pretty simple. If you're going to include players on the same team, you want them to be going the same direction. So ideally, we could have found a player on T1, which is the same team as Owner. Like we could have found one of this guy's teammate, where there's also value on the under, but unfortunately wasn't able to. But we got Trent under 26.5 PRAs. We got Storm Hunter over 20.5 games. We got our boy Chet over 14.5 points. Hunter under 6, map 1, 2. And then we have, dude, so we have a lot of esports value. Under 32.5, map 1, 2. Let's fucking go. Let's go. So we got in the second PrizePicks play. We are rolling on this live stream. Shit, man. So let's see if we can ideally finish out that PrizePicks slip. Let's see if we can finish out that. And again, like Kelly Olynyk, if you didn't like any of my previous picks, you could always include that. Like, I always recommend if you're new to sports betting, you know, try to make sure all your plays have value. But if you don't like a pick, it's not like you have to go with it. So are any of these lines going to still be available, or are they auto bumping the shit? So you can see here, 22.5, it's down to 21.5. So what we could do Do we like Chet tomorrow? I mean, fuck, man. How do we feel about Chet? Chet. So over 14.5 points. I mean, he had 22 last game against the Grizzlies. So you could include it on Underdog to kind of round out this 3-pick entry. What's nice about Underdog is, again, they give you really good payouts. They give you really good payouts on these 3-pick entries. So what we could do is lock in something like this. What the fuck? They already bumped this up to 9. So, dude, Underdog Fantasy is insane with how fast they bump some of this stuff. Anyways, maybe we do just take the Chet play. Well, whoops, now I fucking got rid of it. So let's go back here, and we wanted to look at Underdog, and we had a couple plays that we really liked and wanted to be on. Early value, just kind of taking advantage. Why does it always do this, bro? Why does it always log me out? I hate these sportsbooks that log you out. It's like, dude, I use your site every fucking day, 24/7. You don't have to log me out. But let's see what we have here. So what did we have? We had Chet. So let's build this little 3-pick entry before any of the lines move, because, again, Underdog Fantasy, I mean, sometimes they just bump things quickly. So we got Chet over 14.5. FanDuel, the other books have the line at 15.5 or, the over juiced. But let's see what else we have here on Underdog. Any plays we loved. So we like this Mitchell play, and then we can see if this Williams play is available. So we have Darian Williams under 10.5 RAs. So, okay, and dude, we have so many bets open. Honestly, we've been crushing Underdog. We'll just have to see how, we'll have to see how the final leg ends up turning out. I don't want to say crushing it too early. We'll have to see, if you've been on these live streams, just like, okay, how does our final pick work out? So where the fuck are you, Dylan Mitchell? Over 5.5 rebounds. So this would be the pick we want it to be on. 3-pick entry on Underdog. And then, 6x payout, so they're giving you a solid payout. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So we can lock it in. Dude, oh my God. Anyways, Chet over 14.5, Dylan Mitchell over 5.5, and then Darian Williams under 10.5. And hopefully they take the bet for once. Sometimes, like, when I have my phone connected, it just ends up being a little janky. So there you can see the play. Ended up locking it in on Underdog. So 3-pick entry on Underdog, which is plus 500 odds. So we got Chet over 14.5 points. We got Dylan Mitchell over 5.5 rebounds, which seems like that's probably the best play on the board right now. And then we got Darian Williams under 10.5 RAs. And I know, like, a lot of people, it's not intuitive, why you're not, like, it's clear as day. If you want to take a play on Kuminga, you'd want to take him over half of a made 3. PrizePicks is minus 119 odds. Like, the way that PrizePicks works is, again, like, they give you the same odds. If you take an over or an under, they always give you the same payout, so essentially their odds are the same on the over and the under. They're just kind of disguising it. And the odds for a 5-pick entry are minus 119. So 5-pick entries are best, which is why on these live streams I hit mainly 5 picks. 2-pick entries are minus 137. That's how you got to think. And if that doesn't make sense, I can kind of show you why very briefly. Is if you look at PrizePicks, a 2-pick entry means a 3x payout, betting 20 to win 60. And that's any 2-pick entry you create. Right? Any 2-pick entry you create, you're getting 20 to win 60, a 3x payout, over, under, whatever. So what you want to do is just, if you compare that to like a parlay on a sports book, if a parlay on a sports book, both legs are minus 137, your parlay comes out to, 20 to win 60, 20 to win 59.85, but you get the point. So like PrizePicks is essentially disguising their juice through their payouts. And, obviously if you're betting on him to go under, you'd rather get plus 112 on FanDuel as opposed to minus 119 on PrizePicks. And all these sports books are telling you, hey, his over is a lot more likely, so that's the play we want to be on. But let's see what else there is. So anything on like Fliff, FanDuel, Caesars, I mean, let's see. So again, that Kawhi play seems like the best value on FanDuel if you're looking for a FanDuel play. Fliff, I think we already locked in most of the good shit. So Dylan Mitchell, that play looks incredible, but we already locked it in on Underdog. Oh, wow. So it seems like lines are coming out for the Bucks game tomorrow now. So let's get rid of Esports for a sec. Like, what the fuck is going on? Let's see what we got here. So, like, Dame Lillard. I mean, this is just kind of interesting. Like, PrizePicks is opening Dame's line at 25.5 points plus rebounds. FanDuel's 27.5. So if you want to ride Damian Lillard for tomorrow, that's another good option. Obviously, we're already like, we already locked in 2 PrizePicks slips on this stream. So, but I can guarantee you, like, this play will be bumped. This play will probably end up getting bumped pretty soon. Damian Lillard over 25.5 PRs. That play seems solid. I don't know. Is Giannis supposed to be out tomorrow? Like, why are there these discrepancies? But let's see here. We can see right here. Dude, I don't know why FanDuel always does this shit to me. I need a sip of wine to deal with fucking stupid ass shit like this. But let's see what we have here. We have Dame Lillard. Dude, we may have to make another PrizePicks slip. Oh my god. So, and they removed it. So never mind, they removed it. Hopefully some of you were able to get it in since it looks like some people bet it. But anyways, hopefully you enjoyed this live stream, got in some slips. Don't forget to bet the well, if you use Sleeper. So we had this on Underdog, these 2 plays on Fliff. Sleeper has a promo, a free square on Glasnow strikeouts. So we got 2 plays on Fliff. We got an Underdog fantasy play. 2 PrizePicks slips, 1, 2. And then the best value on FanDuel is Kawhi. Kawhi over 2.5 made threes if you want to play for tomorrow. Kawhi over 2.5 made threes. I'm not sure how he's been shooting recently. I mean, I don't know. Kawhi threes? I don't even think I bet on that this season. I haven't even looked into it. But we can see. How has Kawhi been doing? I mean, he had 3 last game. He had 3 against the Hawks when they got fucking blown out. Absolutely shat on. Disgusting. Yeah, he's only gone over, 1 out of the past few games. But you're getting plus 180. So you're getting an underdog odds. You're betting 100 to win 180. So that doesn't seem horrible if you want to play on FanDuel. But I'm going to call this live stream for now. Can we get a baseball live stream? Yeah, we'll do some baseball. I'm actually curious, too. Like, someone's asking about baseball live stream. Maybe there's some good World Series bets on some of these books. I just haven't really taken a look. I know we looked earlier at like some of these World Series ones, but anyways, maybe we'll do a live stream at some point. But regardless, we do have a baseball play for tonight. Kim over half of a base. Also, I'm not sure if Better still has the promo available. They had a promo earlier today. I'm not sure if it's still available for the start of baseball on Freddie Freeman. Yeah, Freddie Freeman over half of a base. Which is really good. That promo, if it is still available, I'm not sure because I already bet it, but it's really good. I mean, you can see PrizePicks, all the other books have his line at 1.5 bases. So that's a no-brainer promo if you haven't taken advantage of it, but I already locked it in. And then we can see here too, like, FanDuel just has a shit ton of college basketball. I mean, they just have a shit ton of promos right now. So typically what I do, like, they have a no-sweat bet, which basically means it says after opting in, place a college basketball bet. If you lose, you get your money back in bonus funds. So sure, you don't get your money back in cash, but it's basically, obviously that's a promo you want to take advantage of. You lose, you get your money back. Usually when you lose a bet, you lose your fucking money. So if they're giving you your money back, seems, that's definitely something we want to take advantage of. So, like, typically what I do is I just try to find a halfway decent line on FanDuel. So, like, Vermont plus 6.5. I mean, plus 6.5. Like, we're not betting their money line. Plus 6.5, you can get that plus 235. FanDuel's offering you the best value in the market. And, again, or Houston minus 29.5. I mean, there's different options. But, again, like, it's just like, okay, you know, I know me and 99.999% of people who are gambling, they're not going to create a better model than DraftKings or Fliff, right? Like DraftKings, $10 billion company. They have hundreds of engineers, better data feeds, and most importantly, they have access to flow, right? They're seeing bets coming in. They can move lines based on where their sharp customers, their profitable customers are placing bets. They're all giving us around plus 190, plus 235 on FanDuel seems solid. And then on top of that, this is a risk-free promo. You lose, you get your fucking money back. So even if the bet wasn't good, we still want to find something to throw it on. But that's typically what I do for like these promos and stuff. Or you can see here, they have like a 25% profit boost token to use on the first 4 games. So I assume you can only use that for the games tomorrow. There's no bets on FanDuel right now, but regardless, like if I find anything, I'll try to tweet it out on Twitter or something like that. But thanks for tuning in, and yeah, have a great rest of your